Hello, my name is Patricia Raskin, and I am the designer and the owner of Sylvian, a line of luxury handbags featured at Aversa this weekend. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about my line. So I started this collection, I started designing and producing this collection about 10 years ago. At the time, I was a business lawyer, intellectual property and business lawyer, and I myself had purchased a lot of beautiful, expensive bags. And what I noticed was a dearth in the market for one-of-a-kind, handcrafted, really special, unique pieces that would last a lifetime, which is what I was looking for. So that's what I set out to do. So all of my pieces are crafted one at a time in the United States by a small factory in Florida. And what I've learned now is that there is only one factory, two factories actually. One is owned by another designer. Only two factories left in the United States with the capability to craft this type of very refined, high quality piece. In addition to the craftsmanship, and I'll tell you a little bit about what makes the pieces as high quality as they are, but I also use what are known to be the most valuable and unique leathers available in the world. I source them all over the world. So this is, for example, it's a genuine python. It's I source it from artisans in Spain. This particular group of artists, they are known for making very unique, not just beautiful leathers, but very unique hand finished leathers. So for example, this is all hand done. I can show you as well. This gold on this piece is hand, so it's hand painted one at a time. So my bags are made one at a time. The leathers are also hand done and hand finished. All my leathers, by the way, are sustainably sourced. So I do a lot of research to understand the origin of the leather, how it's tanned. My genuine ostrich comes from, this is ostrich. This comes from a cooperative of farmers in South Africa that got together in the mid-20th century to figure out a way to use the full ostrich. At the time, feathers were the style, all the rage, and so they started selling the leather, and as well, I'm sure you're aware that the meat is eaten as well. So I do genuine python, ostrich, genuine ostrich from South Africa, and American alligator. And American alligator is known, it's from the southeastern United States. It's from the rivers in southeastern United States. And it's known, this is one of the most valuable leathers in the world. It's sold by the centimeter. And this leather is known for its clear and even scales. So if you see other crocodile leathers, you'll see scales that are not this even and not clear like this. So I find the leathers and I bring them into my studio. I'm based in Seattle. And then I take the leathers to my factory in Florida, and we lay out the patterns on the leather to make the bag one at a time. I work with the craftsmen in Florida to do that. And we do things like, I'll grab this bag again. We look at the leather, the piece of leather, and decide how would it look most beautiful on the bag. And then one of the things that my craftspeople are really fantastic about, it takes a lot of time to learn this, is to line up the pattern. It's kind of like matching your plaids on the seam, if you've ever thought about that. So it takes a lot of skill with this kind of leather. All the edges on my leathers are folded under and stitched. I'm not sure if you can see this, but they're, rather than, if you go into a department store and you'll see even the very expensive designer bags, you'll see they're more typically, the leather is cut and then painted on the edge to give it a finished look, as opposed to stitched under. And the reason that designers and brands, especially the big brands, you'll see the reason that they do that is to save money and time. So if you're mass producing something, cutting and just painting the edges a lot faster doesn't take the same level of skill, but it doesn't wear as long. It's kind of like the hem on your pants. If you just cut the hem off, it starts to unravel over time. It's one element of the bags that I make, my brand, Sylvian, that makes it a lifetime piece. My pieces are designed on purpose to be classic, not trendy. The whole idea, again, is that it's something that you'll maybe wear for a year, put away for a little bit of time, wear again, hopefully the rest of your life. All of the pieces, if treated properly, will last a lifetime. I'm sure of it. I had heard so many great stories over the 10 years of producing these bags about things that have happened to bags. We do repairs at the factory, so we can, if something happens to the bag, we certainly can repair it. I've replaced linings. All the bags are lined in leather. That's another sign of a high quality bag, is a leather lining will last a lot longer than a cloth lining, and these are all lined in American lamb leather. It's essentially a bag inside a bag. I do custom work, so if you, here's another color. I do small accessories like this, but with custom, you can choose your exterior leather, and then also decide what leather color you want in the interior. And for custom bags, I can also have your initials stamped inside, or your favorite number, or any 3 letters, up to 3. All right, thanks very much. I hope to see you here at Aversa sometime this weekend.